You cannot be the helper of all, but you must give with balance. You must give with wisdom. You must have that financial intelligence and discipline to know how to manage expectation. There is need for us to know how to manage societal expectation, particularly if you are between the ages of 25 to 40, because wisdom is always profitable to direct. Hi there, Michael Ogunchola here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In a society where everyone has expectation of you, if you don't know how to manage those expectations, most especially financial expectation, it could practically be a problem to you, such that you will not be able to accumulate or save for your own immediate need. You see, I'm reminded of a particular experience where I know this man that between the age of 25 to 40, he made a lot of money. But guess what? Somewhere around his 50s and his 60s, he was very broke. And just tracking his life, I noticed one thing. He was somebody that every expectation that was placed on him financially, he ended up meeting it at the expense of his own. It was so bad that even his own family, the immediate family, will suffer. Sometimes he will not provide food for the family, he will not give the wife money, he will not provide for his children, but he will be meeting everybody's need, And that's why I thought about it, that there is need for us to know how to manage societal expectation, particularly if you are between the ages of 25 to 40, because you see, those age, they are like the bedding years of your future. And what that means is, if you can secure your finance between the age of 25 to 40, I tell you, your financial future is on the right trajectory. And you see, when you're making money now and you see a lot of people coming around you, it is because of the money you are making. Because I tell you the truth, when you don't have that resources, when you are not in place of financial abundance or prosperity, or even just having the capacity to give when anybody call you, when people reach out to you for help, and if you don't have the capacity to really help, I tell you, all those people that are flocking around you, they will not be flocking around you. And that's why it's important we are able to manage financial expectation. This is the story I like to give for you to understand that when you're making money, particularly between those ages I mentioned, that's not the time to be spending and just giving and just, helping everybody. There is something that is called mutual impoverishment. It's something I learned from Pastor Mentor Otabil many years ago. So mutual impoverishment is very common in Africa, such that if one person begins to prosper, every other person has an expectation of financial aid from that one person. And so this is one person trying to work and save and earn, do business and save and earn, grow his business, and mostly he's still in his heydays. So he's even trying to establish himself. But whatever he makes, he ends up dissipating by way of everybody reaching out and just this one wanting to take, that wanting to take. And by so doing, this is him trying to rise. But because everybody is trying to get from him, he will not be able to rise. It's like the crab mentality. You see, if you put 5 crabs in a bucket, if that one crab is trying to escape from that bucket, as he's going up, when he's about to come out of that bucket, the other crab will also be pulling him down. And that is the crab mentality you must be wary of. Talking about managing financial expectation, even your extended family, you have to be careful. And one thing I like to practice as an individual is, I am always a student, not a blind follower of any leader or any mentor or any thought leader or some people that have gone ahead of us. And one of the people that have taught me a lot in finance is Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. So Olumide Emmanuel said there was a time in his life that he practically would not give to his parents. And that's because at the time he was trying to set up his own family and meet with his own immediate need. And he noticed that when in this time that I'm talking about, this is probably some 20 something years ago or 30 years ago, as he shared with us, that what he said is, those days he was still a youth. He was doing a lot of business. He was traveling abroad, buying things, selling, coming back, get things from UK, bring them back to Nigeria, sell. So he was doing a lot of small businesses here and there, and he could not just afford to tamper with his capital. And so he needed that discipline to keep his finance intact. You cannot be the helper of all. You cannot be El Shaddai. It is God that has that feature. Like Reverend Sam Adeyemi always say, that if you want to be El Shaddai to everyone, you shall die. And actually, you will practically kill yourself from depression, because everybody will be calling you and making all sort of demand. In fact, I have been in that place where people will literally have expectation. People will say, there is this contribution, there is that contribution, there is this Ashwebi and whatnot. I always tell people that in Africa, we love ceremony, we love celebration, we are traditional and cultural people. And there is nothing wrong with tradition and culture, but not at the expense of your own sanity and you having a discipline to gather. You see, when you are gathering, you cannot scatter. And you trying to meet all the financial expectation people have from you is you scattering. If you're doing business, maybe you are not in the place of having multiple millions of naira and billions of naira. You just have access to some sort of fund that is not so big. Guess what? It is those little funds that you have access to now that will equip you for the bigger funds that are coming. Money is not the problem. Money will come if you know how to give value. And that's my encouragement to people generally, that you see, money is a reward. It's not what should be pursued. When you align yourself to be a person of value, you will have money in abundance. You must also know how to manage money. That's why when I talk about people I learn from, I like to allude to Olumide Emmanuel, a financial mentor and teacher of mine. He has this book called School of Money. In that book, he teaches you how to make, manage, and multiply your wealth. You can find him on YouTube and watch some of his videos on such subjects. Between the age of 25 to 40, you are in the age of making money. Making money is very easy. Managing money and multiplying money is where the rubber hits the road. It's just like that parable, in scripture where in Proverbs, the Bible speaking, it talks about the lazy man roasted not that which he takes in hunting. And what that means is, the man is tagged lazy because he lacks the capacity to process that which he has gotten, which can actually be a feeling on your own part. You have made money, but you don't have the capacity to manage the money. You are like that man that has gone to hunt, but is not processing that which he has hunted. What will be the value of what he has hunted? That is exactly why I am sharing with you that you must have that financial intelligence and discipline to know how to manage expectations. Because of a truth, if you are a cheerful giver, let me use that word, it's a good thing to be a cheerful giver and it's a good thing to give, right? But you must give with balance. You must give with wisdom. Wisdom is always profitable to direct. Giving is good, giving is living, but you must give with balance. I said Mensa Otabil, the foremost owner of the private university in Ghana, right? He has said it, that Africans and Nigerians practice mutual impoverishment. It's a subtle way that keeps everyone poor. When everybody is placing a demand on you and you are busy meeting all the demand, you will not be able to gather and rise. There's a season to gather, there's a season to share and give, and there's a season, to withhold. And that's why you must understand the season of life you are in. Don't be under pressure to wear what people are wearing. Don't be under pressure to go where people are going. Don't be under pressure, to eat certain things. You must practice delayed gratification. You must practice some level of stoicism. This is Stoic philosophy. How that stoicism is how they built Singapore. Late Lee Kuan Yew, he gathered his people and told them that we need to be minimalist. We need to learn how to live not just within our means, live under our means, so that we will have even abundance to bequeath generation coming after us. And that's my encouragement to you, my dear viewer and listener out there. You must have the discipline and say to yourself, I will gather for those coming behind me. I will produce financial abundance so that those coming behind me will have resources to start up and have a sort of financial advantage, so that from generation to generation, the wealth will be multiplying, the wealth will be increasing rather than reducing. What is that financial expectation that society has of you or people have of you generally? How did you manage it? How did you overcome that period of your life that everybody was asking and making demand? Did you give to everybody? How did you deal with it? Let me know in the comment section. Michael Ogunsola is my name, the Peak Performance Strategist. You're created for peak performance. Go for it.